being late. We'll begin this morning's agenda for the Franklin County Board of Commissioners for July 19th with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Brown.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Need a motion for the approval of the minutes of the June 7th, 2016 general session.
I move approval of those minutes.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Aye.
The minutes have been approved.
All right, to the Sheriff's Office.
Resolution number 524-16, resolution authorizing a transfer of appropriations and a purchase order for the return of prisoners.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dave Masterson, Director of Administrative Services for Sheriff Scott. This resolution approves the transfer of appropriations and a purchase order to cover expenses for March, April, and May. There were 41 prisoners transferred in March, 23 in April, and 38 during May. The itemized monthly reports have been submitted and approved by the Sheriff, and pending any questions, we ask approval of this resolution.
I'll move approval of Resolution 524-16.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Aye.
Resolution number 524-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 525-16, resolution authorizing a contract with Reliance Learning, LLC for online training services for the Franklin County Sheriff's Office Corrections and law enforcement personnel in the amount of $39,330.73.
This one-year contract renewal will enable us to supplement training throughout the office for subjects such as minimum jail standards, the Prison Rape Elimination Act, and gang association, amongst many other corrections and law enforcement related courses. Pending any questions, I ask approval of this resolution.
Move approval of Resolution 525-16.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Aye.
Resolution number 525-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
On to Economic Development and Planning.
Resolution number 526-16, resolution authorizing a grant agreement with the Columbus Urban League to support the 2018 National Urban League Annual Conference on behalf of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners in the amount of $75,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. James Schimmer from Economic Development and Planning, joined at the dais this morning first by Josh Roth, who will take you through another resolution. But this resolution, Commissioner, is for our support of the Columbus Urban League's efforts to put on the 2018 National Urban League Conference here in Columbus. Commissioners, the project and the conference actually will draw over 10,000 attendees from all over the country for a 3-night period, generating an estimated $3.6 million in visitor sales spending. The conference is estimated to generate specifically $37,500 in sales tax for Franklin County, an additional $104,000 in bed tax, generating about 6,020 room nights for the region's hoteliers. In addition, there's a direct benefit to several of our small businesses located in Franklin County. The general fund money that we will be using to support this is actually expended to encourage economic development of the county or area through the promotion of tourism as authorized in ORC sections 307.692 and 307.693, which are supporting economic development in the county. If you don't have any questions, I'd ask for your approval of the resolution this morning.
I'll move approval of 526-16.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Aye.
Resolution number 526-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 527-16, resolution authorizing an agreement with Econopia LLC to partially fund a food scrap composting facility in the amount of $250,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. As I'm sure you will recall, Franklin County and Econopia LLC were successful in their application for a 2016 market development grant from the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency in the amount of $250,000 to partially fund a food scrap composting facility. On June 7th, Franklin County passed a resolution to authorize and accept that grant agreement. And the purpose of this resolution is to enter into a sub-grant agreement with Econopia so that we can pass through those funds once the project is complete. And we do have David Andre here in the audience, so if pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
Mr. Andre, would you like to come up, tell us, come on, tell us about your company and tell us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is this,
It's on.
it's on, can you hear me? Can I leave it? Is it all right? I guess more than anything, I wanted to thank you for your involvement. I thank the County Commissioner's Office, Mr. Schimmer, Mr. Roth. Excited to be working with the state and the city. D&O Produce is also involved for this work. I think it represents a complementary concept, something that doesn't really exist. There's one other composter in Calgary, Canada, who is attempting a model similar to what we're doing here in Columbus. And like I said, I think it's very complementary to the infrastructure that already exists, all the good work that's happening in biorecycling and green energy. So excited to hope to begin service later this year. And if you know of anyone who needs food waste disposal services, I would love to be in touch. Thank you.
Thanks.
That's great. Move approval of Resolution 52716.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 527-16 has been adopted.
There are plenty of people in the restaurant business. We'll let them know.
Resolution number 528-16, resolution authorizing a career-oriented continuing education and placement training grant agreement with Per Scholars to provide workforce training and job placement as part of their commitment to expand their operations within Franklin County in the amount of $300,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Michael Salvador, Workforce Navigator, Economic Development and Planning. First, let me say that we really like acronyms. So this will be our different kind of PeopleWorks grant, at least categorically, than the ones we've done in the past. So this is our Concept G, which is designed to assist a vocationally oriented or vocational education oriented nonprofit organization in the community to train and place low-income Franklin County residents into employment. So today's proposed grantee is Per Scholars. They're a national IT training and placement organization founded in New York, and they've been in Columbus since 2012. They've done a lot of good work here, and this grant will give them the ability to expand in our market from about 60 seats a year to about 100 seats a year, and keep them in business and keep them training and placing our folks into employment here in the county. They've since 2012, they've placed about 200 folks into employment at 140 different employers, and they've built a solid base of relationships with employers across the community, both here locally and across the country, and this grant will enable them to continue to do that. We have in the audience today the CEO of Per Scholars, Plinio Elia from New York City, who's here to talk a little bit more about what Per Scholars does, and I invite him to come up to the podium.
Great.
Come on up.
Thank you, Mr. Salvador. Commissioners, thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this morning's session. I'd like to quickly begin by sharing the story of Joe. Joe, before he came to Per Scholars, had fallen on really hard times. He was divorced, had lost his job, and couldn't find another. He came across our program, an organization that provides free IT training, and he took a chance. During the training program, he didn't have means to support himself and became homeless. But he persevered and he graduated from our program. He acquired an industry-recognized IT certificate, and upon graduation, he found a job. The day after he got his first paycheck, he came over to our office and said to one of our staff members, "I don't know what I'm going to do with all this money now. I'm making twice more than I've ever made in my life." So his life is different as a result of this training. And I strongly believe that a lot of this nation's talent is hidden in communities that have been overlooked for many, many years. And so we concentrate on working with employers in IT to develop programming that's relevant for jobs that exist now, and then place our graduates into those jobs. We have offices in D.C., in Atlanta, in Dallas, in Cincinnati, and of course here in Columbus, with our main offices being in New York City. We strongly believe that people in communities, in the ones we serve, with the right opportunity can succeed and build careers in IT. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and we look forward to hopefully working with you.
Thank you. And we are interested in this program because we're looking to get people that we work with in our social service agencies into meaningful jobs with sustainable wages. And this is one of the programs that seems to do that. And so we're thrilled to be able to support what your program does. We've known about Perscolis for a while, and this program looks like it could really help some of our residents that are the most vulnerable.
Thank you very much. We certainly appreciate that, and
Thank
we're very grateful for your support.
Thanks for
Thank
your
you.
help.
Thank you, Michael. I'll move approval of Resolution 52816.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 528-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 529-16, review of petition to annex 1.95 acres from Jackson Township to the City of Columbus, case number ANX-EXP2-17-16.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny Snap, Economic Development and Planning. This resolution is to consider an expedited Type 2 annexation petition of 1.95 acres from Jackson Township to the City of Columbus. The property is located at 2486 Gantz Road. That's located just east of Gantz, south of Frank, north of I-270, and west of I-71. The petition was filed by property owners Joseph and Elizabeth Walker, and 45.9% of the site's perimeter is contiguous to Columbus, and the city passed ordinance number 1658-2016 on June 27, 2016, indicated the services that will be provided once the annexation is approved, and a statement regarding incompatible land uses in the zoning buffer. Petition meets all statutory requirements of Ohio Revised Code 709.021, and pending any questions, we request your approval.
Move approval of 52916.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 529-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 530-16, review of petition to annex 236.4 acres from Jackson Township to the City of Grove City, case number ANX-EXP2-18-16.
This resolution is to consider another expedited Type 2 annexation petition of 236.4 acres from Jackson Township to the City of Grove City. The area to be annexed includes property located at 5486 Jackson Pike, which is located east of Jackson Pike, west of the Scioto River, and north of Hibbs Road. Petition was filed by agent and attorney Stephen Smith, and Yaz Ashwari from Frost Brown Todd is in attendance if you have any questions, on behalf of the property owner, which is the Board of Park Commissioners of Columbus and Franklin County Metropolitan Park District. 38% of the site's perimeter is contiguous with Grove City, and the city passed resolution number CR-25-16 on May 2nd, 2016, indicating the services that will be provided and a statement regarding incompatible land uses and a zoning buffer. The petition does meet all statutory requirements of Ohio Revised Code 709.021, and pending any questions, we request your approval.
Yes, do you have anything you want to add?
Should I come up?
Good morning.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys? Thanks for having me this morning, Commissioners. I'm Yaz Ashrawi. I'm with Frost Brown Todd. As Jenny mentioned, this is one of the larger annexations we've been a part of, and just wanted to tell you a little bit about why we're doing it. It has to do with the metro parks right there in Jackson Township. They're starting to develop the park a little bit, and annexing this to the city will help facilitate city services, utilities, water, as well as infrastructure and police services to help with everything in the process. So.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'll move approval of Resolution 53016.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 530-16 has been adopted.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Thanks. Child Support Enforcement.
Resolution number 531-16, resolution authorizing a participation agreement to obtain location information through Apparis Corporation in the amount of $3,760.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lori Torriero for the Franklin County Child Support Enforcement Agency. The contract we have before you today is for Apris Corporation, which is a electronic location service. Procurement for this contract is under Section 9.48 of the revised code, which allows us to participate in procurement that is actually done by the County Commissioners Association of Ohio Service Commission and the Ohio CSEA Directors Association. So those two agencies went out, found the contract, and brought it back. As members of both of those organizations, Franklin County CSEA is allowed to participate in this type of agreement. As you can see, the cost is relatively low. It's a 2-year agreement, and it assists us in locating both custodial and non-custodial parents as the need arises. Pending any questions, I'd request your approval.
Move approval of 53116.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 531-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Lori.
Thank you, Lori. Public Facilities Management.
Resolution number 532-16, resolution authorizing a contract extension with Otis Elevator Company to provide elevator maintenance services at designated Franklin County facilities in the amount of $264,874.80.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jim Goodman with Public Facilities Management. This morning, I'm recommending that you approve the extension of one of our agency's basic service contracts. This resolution will allow for the final 1-year extension of the contract with Otis Elevator for maintenance of the 77 elevators we have in our 16 facilities. The firm's been a good performer. Pending any questions, we request your approval of this action.
Move approval of 53216.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 532-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 533-16, resolution authorizing a contract extension with Scioto Services to provide housekeeping services at designated Franklin County facilities in the amount of $1,450,851.68.
Again, Commissioners, this is another basic service of our agency. We would recommend that you authorize a 1-year extension of the contract with Scioto. They provide the housekeeping facilities, many of our largest facilities. Again, we believe we have a contractor who does a good job. Pending any questions, we'd request your approval of this action.
Move approval of 53316.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 533-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. Human Resources.
Resolution number 534-16, resolution approving personnel actions.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rob Young representing Human Resources. Have the following personnel actions this week. Department of Job and Family Services, 1 promotion, 1 resignation. Community Partnerships, 1 resignation. Office on Aging, 8 new hires, 1 promotion and transfer between agencies. And Public Facilities Management, 1 new hire. Pending any questions, I request approval of the resolution.
Move approval of 53416.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 534-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. Purchasing Department.
Resolution number 535-16, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $443,888.66.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Balanier representing Purchasing. The resolution before you requests your approval of 82 purchase orders. These purchase orders have been pre-certified as to the availability of funds by the County Auditor. Pending any questions, we recommend their approval.
I'll move for approval of Resolution 53516.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 535-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks, Megan. Well, that concludes our I'm sorry, are there any journalizations that time? No, then that does conclude our business for July 19th. Next week, there will presumably be session. I will be in Los Angeles with several members of the staff. We are headed for the NACO conference, the National Association of Counties, and the reason I bring it up is because we will be out there promoting NACO 2017. We are hosting the National Association of Counties in Columbus next July, and so we are out there this weekend to promote Franklin County and Columbus and get all those delegates to be coming to Columbus next summer. So I will see everybody in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah.
Maybe not.